Okay, so we're here with Gareth and Kyle, aka Posable Action Figures. Let's start with a little introduction and summary of Posable Action Figures as a band.
Posable Action Figures, we are them. I'm Gareth,
I'm Kyle.
and we are Posable Action Figures. We're a two-piece band. We play music.
Nice. Short and sweet. Could you describe the music you make in 3 words? Fuck.
Oh, is everything okay? Is everything okay?
No. 3 words.
Loud.
Not entirely shite.
Not entirely shite.
Nice. That's filled with confidence. I like that.
Yeah.
Following on from that, what's your favourite song that you've written?
Between us, we have to agree.
What would you say? What?
Rocco.
No. Wrong. No, the newest, it's, I would say Dark, or our newest single that will be coming out in the beginning of the year, Shank.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any reason as to why that's your favourite?
The one I mentioned, Dark, is just very, very different from anything that we've ever done before. It's far more emotional and about things that have actually happened, either to me or stories that I've heard. And the other song, Shank, just because it's cool.
Yeah.
You agree?
I agree with those, but I still think Rocco's the best.
And why is Rocco the best?
I just like it. It's my favourite one.
Okay, so you guys recently went off on tour in Scotland in the summer with Honeyblood, but what other band would you most like to open for?
Kyle.
Dan and Aykroyd.
Jesus. Dan and Aykroyd. They're a Glasgow. Oh, they were a Glasgow band, an amazing Glasgow band, but they would need to reform either them or Blink-182 or just
Yeah.
somebody noisy and playing fast, and yeah.
Nice, good choices there. So bringing it more locally, are there any fellow Scottish artists who you've been loving?
Midnight Ambulance. They are fantastic.
Yeah,
Love them. I make music videos and I've done some work with them, and I've known Fraser for years now, so I'm quite close to those guys. You?
I thought you were speaking for us both there.
I'm not going to speak for you. This is like, you're your own person, and I accept and appreciate that. I respect you.
I'm trying to think of someone who I properly love, and this can be cut out. Because they're at least I don't love anyone.
It's starting to look that way.
It really is starting
You're
to look
taking
that
a
way.
while.
What about appreciate more than love?
I love Sylvie.
I don't know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jodie's incredible. Her-
Sylvie, Jodie. I love her as a person and as a singer. So Sylvie is my favourite.
Like
at the moment.
her latest single, Burning, is just incredible. It's like got that iconic villain era vibe to it, and it's it's perfect.
Good Night, Louisa.
Good Night, Louisa.
Oh, yeah, she is.
I like Callum Beattie's new song.
I don't think I've heard it. I don't think I've listened to Callum Beattie that much, to be fair.
Callum Beattie's
And that's fine. I hate him.
none of this in. Well,
You can stick in that I don't like, and then you can just beep it over. I hate Callum Beattie.
you can. You hate Callum Beattie. I love Callum Beattie, and now we've split a nation
of 2.
Okay, so how have you guys found being part of the Scottish music scene?
I find that we are actually quite, even though we, as a band, as individuals, we're quite entrenched within the music scene.
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of work with the SMIA, the Scottish Music Industry Association, and other kind of organisations within the industry. But I think as a band, we're very much on the outside of that. We're not. We're not in the thick of it. I think because we're kind of weird to place, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't really sit in a pocket of pop or.
We do that type of music, so we fit with those type of people.
Yeah.
We're kind of, just a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's always the best way to be, though. Just not be stuck to one genre, which is always good.
Yeah, I mean, I would get bored. I'm
I know.
so bored. And I like that, like, in our, I suppose in our, like, the fact that we don't fit in many, like, boxes perfectly, I think that could enable us to support people, like, a wide variety of people.
Yeah.
Because we could fit with a rockier band, we could fit with a more chill band, and yeah. So we could be. We just need someone to help us, because we are incapable of doing. We do so much that outside of music, when we're like, "Hey, do you want to fill out a form?" No. You're like, you could email that person. You can have a gig. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Like, it's like.
This doesn't go in.
Well, so see after the tour.
This bit does not go in.
See after the tour, when we did our
Doesn't
tour,
go in.
when we did the tour, before we did the tour, Kyle was just like, "Oh, we should capitalize on the tour, like play Sneaky Pete's." And I'm like, "Yeah, we should organize a Sneaky Pete's." And then after the tour, he was like, "I didn't do it," and I was like, "And I couldn't be bothered reminding you." So yeah,
Doesn't go in.
no, it does.
Doesn't go in.
Yeah.
Okay, so have you guys got anything coming up in the new year that's exciting that you're allowed to tell us about?
Yeah, we're recording the second album next year.
Oh, very nice.
All the songs are there.
Oh.
We're just finishing. We've got
3 done.
3 are done. 3 songs are done. Everything else is in demo form, and we're
Perfect.
going to have them all recorded next year.
Perfect. Are you
Pretty
doing
cool.
that yourself, or are you working with a producer, or?
We work with a producer called Dave Lloyd. He runs Lost Oscillation Studios in Edinburgh. He is one of the keys and bass player, synth player in the band. Oh my God, what band? Stillhound.
Oh,
In the
okay.
band Stillhound. He's great. They're amazing. We've actually worked with him on everything that we've ever recorded, just because we've built up such a strong relationship. He comes from a more kind of electronic background,
Right,
and yeah, he still gets the what we're doing when it comes to the rockier stuff that we do. And then we actually kind of consider him being like a third member of the band, in that we go to him with like just guitar and drums and vocals, and then a lot of the kind of added layers we work with him, and he'll come up with, and we add over the top of stuff.
Great. Having that relationship, I think, with a producer is like what can help make or break a band.
Yeah.
Like having someone that can come in and be like, right, that you trust completely to like add their own inspiration.
There's a lot to be said for, like, so a lot of bands, they will work with a producer once or twice, and then it's a benefit to them to explore other avenues with other producers. Maybe this producer has a bigger name, and working with them gets you more notoriety. I prefer, I don't care enough to do that. So
Yeah.
the thing that's most important for me is like we're having fun and that we're enjoying it, and we like cry laughing whenever we're with Dave.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah. So it's the best time, and I think we get a decent result. We get a great result. So my mum says. And so, yeah.
Perfect. So we've got a couple of festive themed questions for you now. What is your favourite part of Christmas dinner?
Pigs and blankets.
Yorkshire puddings.
Ah,
Oh, interesting.
Yorkshire puddings every
And
day of the week.
every day.
Do you know,
Every
I
day.
will actually...
eat them every day.
So I regularly have a supply of Yorkshire puddings in my freezer, and sometimes I'll just cook 6, put gravy on them, and be like, that's dinner.
Breakfast.
that's my dinner.
I like to buy pigs and blankets and save them for the whole year,
Yeah.
and then like I'll have like one freezer drawer just dedicated to pigs and blankets.
You ever had a pigs and blanket
And then-
advent calendar?
I have them. Nah.
What's it
No.
today?
It's a pig and a blanket.
These are old. I don't like them.
you could like venture out and do your own and do like pork and apple and like go and get all the different sausages and then
Have
just
you ever
make
had a
your
pork
own.
and apple sausage? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Oh my God.
Is that dinner sorted?
I love a pork and apple sausage. Slap some Yorkshires, gravy.
What I love doing with the packaging of the pigs and blankets is just when I'm like I've put it all into the into the oven, I just take the packaging and just throw it out the window.
Why?
Just is the window open, I assume?
Yeah, windows. I don't smash the window to throw it out. When it's open,
You
and
just litter though.
I just litter.
See,
yeah.
I'm from Shetland and I'm very against littering.
Nah, I'm a litterer.
This is like people often ask us like, how do you stay together as a band? And we like generally we're really close, but it's your littering that will do it.
Trust line, yeah.
Just
If we say, Gareth and Kev decide to part ways,
it'll be
it's down
because
to
of
my
the
littering.
littering.
Yeah.
Yep.
Serial litterer. I love single-use plastics. What was the question?
Well, I was going to ask you what's your worst bit of Christmas dinner.
What's the word? You know when you have any meat where there's gristle.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
gristle.
I don't like you're chomping on a bit of meat and you're like delish, and then gristle.
Gristly meat. I'll probably second gristly meat.
Gristly meat.
Yeah.
Gristly meats.
See,
enough.
I feel like some people
Posable
are like.
action figures are against gristly meats.
See, that's what will get us back together. You know, but mind the gristly meat. I hate that. You hate that too. Yeah.
Okay, so what's your favourite Christmas song?
I think, favourite.
I like the kind of love ones, like I'll Be Home for Christmas is a nice one.
Yeah,
it's like a
the driving home for Christmas. I like driving home for Christmas. I like Blink 182's I won't be home. I won't be home for Christmas.
Yeah. There's a few now.
There's like a few songs about Christmas now. There's a couple.
I like
Do you know who actually? So it's never been heard by anybody, but the band Stillhound have one of the best Christmas songs ever. But the problem with Stillhound is they hate being a band more than we do, or they hate the band, like the work part of being a band. So you'll never hear it, but it's amazing.
Mariah Carey.
Oh, okay.
It just gets you.
It's like a solid choice.
Last Christmas. Wham.
So a friend of ours, fourth daughter,
Great drum fills.
Emily from Fourth Daughter. She, I used to work in a cafe with her, and when that last Christmas, after every sentence, she would turn it up, and it would just freak me out. And she'd stare at me while she did it, and I'm like, I'm uncomfortable. And
Yeah, I'm partial to Stop the Cavalry. Is that the right one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I Stop the Cavalry?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that one.
Oh, that's a great one. That's a good one to wake someone up on Christmas. Really, like weirdly in their ears.
Creep in.
Just tickle them.
Yeah, I do that to my brother. I do it every day.
Just
I don't live with him anymore.
Sneak in.
Spare set of keys, just go in.
Can I Stop the Cavalry in a wee pigs and blanket? Pop it in his ear.
You want to? I know you do.
Okay, so finally to round off, where can people find you and your music?
You can find us in Leith. We're always kicking about. And our music is found where everyone finds their music.
Spotify, Apple Music,
Tidal,
Amazon.
That's it. Do you know, actually, this is slightly off topic. I really want to release a song via word of mouth. I think that would be really great. Okay. So you just you put a cassette player and headset somewhere, and one person gets to hear it. And then they have to word of mouth it. So eventually it'll get to like Vic Galloway on BBC Radio Scotland, and he'll be like, "New single by Posable Action Figures." Some of this, and you'll be like, "Okay." And
is that Chinese Whispers, and you all sit in a corner? And
yeah. Basically,
It's
released
a
by
really elaborate game of Chinese Whispers.
Exactly.
You could Chinese whisper song lyrics actually. And then you could write a song. And
that is a really good idea.
And then every time it got back to you, no matter what it was, you had to put it in a song.
That's like a really good songwriting camp game to go to.
It is.
Is that like a new idea that you guys have just...
I've been working on that idea for a long time. Long time.
If we were to start a songwriting camp, we would have to organise
a lot of money in that.
Make loads of social media posts. We might have to write some stuff down or do some forms.
No, you come up, it's Chaos Camp. That's what it's called. Everyone comes up, £60 each per day. Chaos Camp, we sit and play Chinese Whispers, and I get all the hits, baby. I write all the songs. It's Chinese Whispers Camp.
You might need to work on the name, but
yeah. I'm worried that Chinese Whispers is now like a thing that you shouldn't say.
Telephone.
Yeah, I think it's called Telephone now.
Yeah.
Or Telephone Camp.
All right. Yeah, it was just a...
Yeah, Whisper Challenge Camp. Kyle's Whisper Challenge Camp. It's alright.
I don't know if I'd go. No, I would go.
£60.
You sound
no,
so
you don't have
confident
to.
with that. I was like,
I'd go. I'd go and I'd film it and charge you. I'd get a cut.
Yeah, just quickly, are you guys on social media at all? What's the at?
Yeah.
So people can find you.
So just is it at on Instagram is at P_action figures. Instagram is what we mostly use. Twitter a little. Facebook we just link everything that we do on what's it called on Instagram.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
We are really sporadic with our Instagram. Like every now and then people are like, hey, you guys are like, people comment on it because I was like, wow, you stepped it up. And you're like, actually, do you know there was a comment on Twitter where a guy was like, you guys don't actually do social media. Did you see that?
No.
He was slagging it up. I was like, I make social media videos. That's my job. And he was just like, I know you guys don't really do social media. And I'm like, Jesus, if that's bad, we gotta try harder. Just come to our shows and listen to us. We don't want to fill out forms. We actually have an idea of turning our fans into our manager and just being like, if you don't want to come to gigs where it's a little quiet, try harder. Like, tell more people, bring more people. Like, we're doing our part. We're writing, recording, and releasing. You're the ones in charge of everything else. Let's go.
Speaking of gigs, have you got any coming up that you can talk about, or?
Yeah, when does this out? We have one in 2 days at the Dunfermline, PJ Malloy's, which is going to be great.
Yeah, supporting foreign folks.
Yeah, and if you should come along, and we will buy you a drink
in January.
January. What's in January?
Our next gig,
which is. You don't know the date.
I don't know the date.
I knew you would know the date. Why would you know the date? It's the 15th of January.
I like
at
that.
the Hug and Pint. We're
that'd
actually
be a
headlining.
shoot and nod from Chloe.
Yeah, thanks, Chloe.
Definitely.
Chloe, our sound engineer. By the way, can we say something nice about Chloe, our sound engineer?
I mean, go for it.
Well,
She doesn't normally hear
so
it. Nice.
did you do the... What's that? we were just saying, like, so on the tour, like, for the first, like, maybe 4 days, and every time we saw people, we were like, oh, Chloe's the best, like, Chloe's amazing, like, she's coming in and doing this, that, and the other. And then we realized, we were like, actually, we're not telling anyone anymore, because like, if we phone her up and say, oh, we're booking a show, and you're like, oh, I'm really busy, I'm off with Foreign Fox, I'll be pissed. So we're just like, people are like, they're like, oh, you've got Chloe on tour, and she's like, yeah, she's fine. She's getting the work done, but that's about awkward to deal with. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much, guys. It's been a
No
pleasure
worries.
to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.